Hi, I'm Craig Lapsley, Emergency Management Commissioner for Victoria. One of the key things that's happening on Saturday this week is the fact we're moving to summer-like conditions again. That is, we will see temperatures in the 30 degrees in most parts of the state on Saturday. And coupled with that, we'll see very strong winds, which means the fire danger ratings are going to be elevated. And the reason for that is that we've seen now 43 days without any significant rain. And when I say no significant rain, we've got the grasslands and the bushlands dry across the state. So we've now got the recipe for dry fuels, we've got a very warm day coming, and we've got windy, very strong winds, which means the fire danger ratings are going to be elevated, and if a fire starts, it'll be very difficult to manage on Saturday. Now, that will be for the western side of the state, from Mildura to Warrnambool, along the South Australian border. It'll include the central part of the state, which is Echuca to Melbourne. And on Sunday, it will move into northeastern Victoria. Now, I think the key thing is that people need to be attuned to their local weather conditions and really understand the wind strengths and the temperatures and the potential of fire. And it's one of those things that we've moved out of summer, and many people would have thought that we're away from the fire risk and it's returned. So what's your plan? How do you get information to make a decision? What are you going to do? So the key is Saturday, moving into Sunday, and the key is about safety of all of us in regards to fire. Now, stop and think about something different for a moment. Even if we don't have fires in the landscape, we're still going to have a windy day. And comes along there that a tree can drop over a power line and we can lose our electricity locally. Or we can have things that are moving around because of the strength of the wind speed. So it is important to think fire as a primary issue, I think, and secondary to that is the impact of wind speed on you and where you live and what you're doing. So the safety message is really clear. We don't want fires. We've got total fire bans in place for Saturday for all of Western and Central Victoria in the 6 districts there, which means you can't actually light a fire in the open. And if you've been doing activities in the last few days that have been during the mild conditions, you've actually been a farmer that's done a planned burn under a permit condition, make sure you monitor that. If you're out camping this weekend, it's a total fire ban on Saturday, which means it's illegal to have a fire in the open. And if you've had a campfire on Friday, make sure it's out. Douse it with water, make sure it's cold. We don't want something you've left behind to be the cause of the fire. So, in summary, we're going to see dry, hot, windy Saturday, extending into Sunday, and the key issue around Victoria on the weekend is fire, and it's in particular in Western and Central Victoria. Stay safe, and we rely on you to do the right thing, be prepared, know where to get information, and know where to make good decisions.